3 days ago, Marcus Gray, a journalist, known for digging too deep, disappeared without a trace. He had been investigating a string of cold cases involving people vanishing without a clue. His research led him to an old, abandoned psychiatric hospital, a place long forgotten by most. Marcus had discovered something sinister. Before he vanished, he called his editor Evelyn Sharp, saying he had found something that could crack the case wide open. "Meet me at the old hospital," he said, his voice tense. "And come alone." That was the last anyone heard from him. Evelyn, feeling something was terribly wrong, went to the hospital. Inside, she found Marcus's notebook, filled with frantic notes about disappearances. And one name, Dr. Elias Thorne, the former head psychiatrist. Following the clues, Evelyn discovered a hidden room in the basement. The room was filled with photos of the missing, their faces filled with terror. In the center of the wall was a photo of Marcus. His eyes hollow, his expression a silent scream. Evelyn realized too late that she wasn't alone. She turned, and there in the corner of the room stood a figure. A tall, gaunt, and draped in a tattered lab coat. Dr. Elias Thorne. His eyes glowed with a malevolent light.
"Welcome."
His voice like nails on a chalkboard.
"I've been expecting you."
Evelyn's heart raced as she backed away. She quickly reached for the door. She could hear Dr. Thorne stepping forward. His footsteps echoing in the small room. Evelyn's mind raced as she searched for a way out. But it was no use. Thorne was upon her in an instant. His hands cold as death as they gripped her shoulders. The room spun. Just as she felt herself slipping into unconsciousness, she heard a sound faint at first, but growing louder. A siren coming from outside the hospital. Someone was coming. The siren was deafening now, and she could hear the voices of police officers shouting as they stormed the hospital. Evelyn burst through the door, running for her life. She didn't look back, didn't stop until she was outside, where the bright lights of the police cars cut through the darkness. She collapsed to the ground, gasping for breath, clutching the notebook to her chest.